I finally saw M3GAN, guys. It's been a long wait. I was sick with COVID when M3GAN first went to theaters. I had to just rest up. Wanted to watch everyone and their mother enjoy M3GAN, which is what everyone is apparently calling a great start to the year. As I'm recording this, the day I went to go see it, I tested negative finally. Getting off of COVID, watching M3GAN finally was quite the treat. I remember first talking about M3GAN quite a few years ago when it was just announced, before they started actually working on M3GAN. I think I was one of, if not the first person to actually cover M3GAN on their channel. Around this time, we're getting the Child's Play 2019 remake. This one's also about AI, just like the Child's Play remake. And I was pretty damn excited. And now, it's finally here. Where do I even start with this movie? I gotta, of course, talk about what it's exactly about. A young girl named Katie loses her parents in a car accident, and her aunt has to take on the responsibility of caring for her and taking her under her wing. Around this time, she is also working on an AI robot by the name of M3GAN. And well, long story short, M3GAN and Katie become great friends, and things quickly go from great to, M3GAN killing people. With all that said out of the way, I want to first talk about the writing, right? This movie, it was long. It was 2 hours long. For the long length it was, I felt like the story flowed naturally, because otherwise if they're trying to shoehorn all the events together in a rush, then obviously it's going to come out like a mess. And it's going to be like, well, now this movie's all over the place. I didn't get that impression of M3GAN. M3GAN took its time, built up its story, built up its characters, and I feel like it did a damn good job at it. But all around, I feel like the writing was good, and in some parts, the story felt real. Hell, it even got me feeling a little emotional at times. The movie did. I'm not going to spoil anything because it's going to be a spoiler-free review. Go check out the movie. But yeah, there were a few times where it got me feeling a little bit of feelings of my heart. It was definitely a very sad movie. Overall, writing was great. The acting was also really good. It was nice seeing the girlfriend from Get Out in this movie. And since I'm reviewing this, I gotta talk about the fact that the movie is PG-13. Now, first and foremost, this movie is shot wonderfully. The animatronics that they used for M3GAN look really good. Really good, and it looks believable. Everything looks believable in this. But there are some minor setbacks from the movie being PG-13, that being that they can't show too much from the kills, and I did hear rumors that an R-rated version would be released after the movie, and I do hope we do get an R-rated version with the Blu-rays and DVDs, because I am definitely buying this movie on Blu-ray. But I am a little peeved off that the movie is PG-13, because there are some pretty cool kills in this. I would love to see every last bit of what happens to the characters in this movie. It just sucks that they had to make it PG-13 and cut those kills down and dumb them down a little bit. It's not enough to make me not enjoy the movie, as the movie still does show quite a bit, but it makes me wonder, why couldn't they just make it rated R? I feel like the movie would have been better if rated R. That would make the movie fucking perfect in my opinion. Albeit, yes, the movie does have a few other flaws. That being, Katie at some points, the little girl in the film, can be a little frustrating. But I guess it does kind of make a little bit of sense, because she had just lost her parents. And so she's taken the whole thing very rough. And then not to mention the movie, it is a little bit of a slow burn. But like I said, it's a natural burn. And it does a good job of making the story feel real, and so it gets a pass from me. And the way that it ended, man, that ending was fucking crazy. It was fucking nuts. It was batshit insane. It had me on the edge of my seat. It was a damn crazy ending, but it was a great ending. Overall, the movie is great, and it has great suspense, has great acting, has a great story. There are talks already of them doing a M3GAN 2, and I will definitely go see a M3GAN 2. I would love to. And there's also talks about Chucky, Annabelle, and M3GAN doing a crossover, which I have no idea how that would work. I am very mixed on the idea of such a thing, but I would watch it because, you know, it's a all-doll cast. That would be a lot of fun. I'm not sure how they would pull it off because it sounds like a very odd idea. Them apparently all teaming up to take on a greater evil. I'm not sure how that would work, but I would give it a chance. It'd be like the Doll Avengers. Even though I'm very mixed on the idea, I would go support it. That sounds interesting. We don't get enough experimental stuff like that in Hollywood nowadays. It's like, fuck it, try it. M3GAN was just so amazing. It was overall a great experience, and let's get on to the final verdict and close out this video. So, the cinematography for this movie, I think I'm about to give this a 10. This movie is beautifully shot. The animatronics for the movie look amazing, and I could tell just the passion behind this movie. I'm glad to see James Wan's name attached to such a great movie. Such a great start to 2023. The music score, I think I'll definitely have to give a 7. It's definitely far from bad, but it doesn't have me, like, I can't really remember anything in particular about the score. It's still a good score, albeit, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better. The writing and the story, solid 9. The writing and the story is really good, and like I said, at times the story just felt so real. The people that put all their work into this, they did a phenomenal job. The acting is just gonna get a 10 from me because the acting was great and everyone did amazing in this movie. And as for my final verdict, I feel like if they had made this movie R, it didn't have the kills cut off or anything like that, I feel like this would be a solid 10, but I think I'm gonna have to give this a 9 out of 10. This was amazing. And I'm about to give it a number seal of approval. It's a great movie, and I do recommend this movie. And I will say that if you do like the Child's Play 2019 remake, then you'll most likely like this, or you might not, because I have seen some of the fans of that movie are not liking this one. They think it's a knockoff, a ripoff, or whatever. Even though I do think that they started working on M3GAN either around the time that the Child's Play 2018 was coming out, or before they had even started working on it. I love the Child's Play 2018 remake, but in my opinion, this movie does some of the things better. And overall, I feel like the way that they did this movie was a lot more grounded and realistic than the Child's Play 2019 remake. No disrespect to the Child's Play 2019 remake, it's still a great remake, but that's just my 2 cents on it. And for my final statement, M3GAN was as beautiful as it was intense and scary. Would recommend 100%. That'll be all for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, be sure you like, subscribe for more content, definitely subscribe to become a slasher. All social media links and my merch description below. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on M3GAN. Hell, when I went to go see the movie, an elderly couple asked me and my friend if it was our first time seeing it, and we said yes, and they said that it was their second time seeing it, and they said it was a great movie. And so that's gotta say something right there. After finishing the movie, it had me wanting to see it for a second time. It was great. But I'm out of here, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, guys, to keep on slashing.